Knicks fans, what's good, man? Welcome to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are actually new to the channel, I am your host, as always, Rasheed White, and my other co-host, the basketball analyst extraordinaire, Eric Burrell.
What's going on, guys?
All right. Yo, we going on, and it's draft time, man. Was it Thursday? Is a big day, Barry? And the Knicks actually pick, and we got some prospects that are lined up over here. And now Barrick and I have a little debate over here. I think the Knicks should try to get a point guard. Barrick is actually thinking more of a stretch big over here, stretch 4, stretch 5. Let us know what you actually think in the comment section there. But the first up the bat is Keegan Murray. Barrick, actually take us off on these prospects because you actually brought these guys to my attention over here. I'm going to start studying this draft tomorrow.
You going to start studying it tomorrow?
Yeah, man. I just got off of work, man. I'm tired, like I get off a little early tomorrow, and I'm going to just start really analyzing this thing, man. But, a little soft over here, man.
Well, hey, listen, right now it's just trying to get to know some of these players because, collegiate basketball, it's all over the place, and you got to watch it and try to be as close as you can and remember everything you've seen throughout the collegiate season, along with the NCAA tournament. But in regards to Keegan Murray, he's a sophomore, man. He's coming out of Iowa, and he is basically the most NBA ready out of all the prospects.
Okay.
And the reason why he is, he's 22 years of age, so, he probably got into it a little bit late. 6'8", 225 pounds. He's the kind of guy that can match up well with De'Aaron Fox. The reason why I say that because Sacramento's probably the team that's going to probably draft him. If he's able to fall down to 11, this is another stretch player. He's a power forward. It's another stretch player.
39.8% from three. That's roughly a shade under 40. Might as well round it off 40%.
Right.
I like that, man. I like that.
Yeah.
So he actually defends. He guards almost 2 blocks a game. 1.3. Averages almost 2 fouls a game. So he actually knows how to play defense without fouling. Fouling. And 23.5 a game total. So this is actually really impressive.
I've seen him play. I've seen Iowa. Iowa always gets a lot of games because they play out of the Big Ten. Big Ten gets a lot of exposure, and I was able to see him play. And also, comparing him to like Luke Garza, who also came out the year before. Anyway, the bottom line is, he does have a lot of flexibility, versatility, and he's committed to learning how to play defense better, to get his shot down, and being able to move without the basketball, create spacing, learn how to defend the high screen pick and roll. These things that he did flashes in college, he can do better on a pro level. He is the most NBA ready. And if the Knicks were able to get him, oh, God, forget about it. It's not a point guard, but he definitely could be another player Knicks can grab.
Sorry about that. That was the advertisement there. All right, so our next prospect, we're going to try to get to, not walk through this slower. We're going to try to get through this over here. We have Jaden Ivy, and he's a sophomore, 6'4", a little short, 195 pounds.
Yeah, he's a lightweight guy.
Break him down for us.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a lightweight, man. But you know what? After getting Kay Cunningham, who turned out to be pretty much worth the number 1 pick for Detroit, because the Pistons are probably a team that's going to probably draft him, if not. But yeah, 17.3 points a game, man. Rebounds 4.9. Might as well round it off to say 5. His assists was pretty much at a 4. 3 points, 35% from 3-point range. But he's light, man. He's light. But
so is Ja Morant. But I mean, you see how
I know. But he's somebody that you can work in. He is a guard. He's basically a 2, not a 1. But if you're trying to make him a 1, it's going to be a 2-3 year project. I'm going to make sure you're clear about that. The fact of the matter is he has a lot of athleticism. His availability, his ability to attack the rim and then get off a good shot is pretty much what you need. He has to work a little bit more on defense, but he does have some upside. So Jaden Ivy will be another guy especially since he played guard. He'd probably be a guy you want to try and get him
Yeah,
drafted.
and you look at year 1 to year 2. I mean, his 3-point percentage actually went up by almost 10% damn near. So that's diligently working on it.
Yeah, man. These are guys that are worth the attention they're getting. You know, there's a guy out of Kansas that I like. The thing about it is, and I'll let you get to the next guy, but I just want to throw this guy in real quick. His name is Christian Braun. Now, Christian Braun plays for the Kansas Jayhawks. They played North Carolina in the NCAA tournament championship game. Jason Braun scored 14 points a game.
Okay.
6.5 rebounds, about 3.0 assists, 38% from the arc. But he played defense. He can play the 1 through the 4. He can defend the 1 through the 4. Okay? He is 6'7", 209 pounds. He's a shooting guard. 6'7", 209 pounds.
Yeah, that's what you actually kind of want, though. You want guys that can defend multiple positions and play multiple positions.
That's right. And he is definitely a high motor guy. He hustles. So he's projected to be picked 27th in the draft. The Knicks could grab this guy. He could be the steal of the pick.
Okay.
All right? Christian Braun. Just throw him out there.
All right. I wasn't on our radar, but we'll definitely do another video on him in a sense, though, and see probably Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that.
Yeah, no doubt. We can definitely do that.
All right, so our next runner up over here is Paolo Banchero.
Paolo Banchero. That's right.
Banchero.
Banchero.
So run him down, Berg. The numbers look really, really good, except for that 3-point percentage. You know,
You got to work on that. Remember, this is a Duke product, just like Jason Tatum, just like your man, the showstopper in New York, in Brooklyn. You know, these guys came out from Coach K's tree. You know, so you know that they have intelligence, they have hard work and ethics. But the bottom line is he's the number 1 prospect for the NBA draft. But he's not being the first 1 pick. He's not projected to be the number 1 pick. But he's the top prospect. The only thing with him is that he does have good scoring ability in the post. His 3-point shooting needs a little bit more work, but he can defend the 1 and the 5. He can defend 1 through 5. You know, he's 6'10", 250.
Yeah.
He's a good stretch 4, but he can defend all positions. All right.
How's his ball handled? I haven't seen him yet.
Needs more work, but it's fair. It's fairly good. It needs more work. You know, his offensive skills makes him worth a top 5 pick. I'll say that much. Good low post presence. He can shoot the 12 and the 15 without a problem. He can defend the 1 through the 5. It's just his 3-point shooting is going to have to need more work, but he's definitely worth a shot. Projectively, the Houston Rockets are supposed to go after him, but of course, if they change their mind and he drops to 11, it's another guy you can pick.
Now, there's word. Before we get to our last prospect, there's word that the Knicks are actually trying to move up to the 4th spot. Are they eyeing him, Derek? What do you think, man?
I think they're eyeing him. I think they might be. I think who they eyeing the most, in my personal opinion, is somebody might not be able to get, and that's I think Jaden Ivy. And the reason why you focus on Jaden Ivy because he is a point guard, or he is a guard, and they do need guards. You and I both know they need guards. But remember that gentleman I told you, Christian Braun, is another guy. He's taller, more lankier, has a better. He can defend better. He can shoot the rock from outside as well. Well, I can't say defend better. Let me make sure I'm clear about that. He has to work on that as well. But being his height, his wingspan, his hard work and motor, along with Jaden Ivey's another guy. Jaden Ivey's more lighter, like you said. So is Ja Morant. So these are interesting prospects that I'm throwing out. These 2 guys, Braun and Ivy, they're the guards. They're the guards right now that's in the 1st round that you need to focus on. One is being projected to be 5. Braun is projected to be 27. I would not mind getting this Braun kid. I wouldn't mind getting Jaden Ivy either. If it is true that they can move up, you got to figure the top 3 or 4 teams don't need anybody and rather pick later. You understand? And then you can move up and take their spot and get one of those top players, like a Jaden Ivy. Now we shall see.
Let's go to our last candidate over here. I'm prospect. Jabari Smith, 6'10", 220 pounds.
I like Jabari Smith.
Ooh, man, look at that 3-point shooter, man.
You can shoot the rock.
Again, knows how to guard. Only 2.1 fouls a game. This is he's probably going to be a one and done, but this is actually pretty good here. 42 field goal percentage. All right, so the field goal percentage is a little low. I mean, we want that up in the high 40s for someone his size. But the three, I mean, you don't got to use him like that in a sense, though. That the Knicks aren't going to try to run their offense through any of these players in a sense, though.
No, they won't be the number one guy. But this guy he's lanky. But you know, I'll tell you one thing. He's got a great 3-point shooting. He's a definite stretch four, bro. He's a definite stretch four with a bar none stretch four. You already have enough stretch fours in the NBA already, but this is where we talked about off the camera, where the majority of the players in the NBA are stretch fours, stretch threes, stretch fives. You know, this is where the league is going, and we only pinpointed 2 guards in the first round that projected might be get picked. But Jabari Smith, he might be worth it because of the simple fact that he can defend. He averaged about 17 points a game. That's not bad. But he can shoot the rock from the outside. He can bring your guy out the paint. Especially if you switch on to him. He can hit the rock, drive on him, but he also plays good defense.
All right, so what do you actually think if they go small and they actually run him off the line? I mean, does he have like 1-2 dribble pull-up game yet? I mean, what do you actually think?
Right. You know, I think right now the way things are going with these particular players here, to your point, the Knicks could go any direction right now. But I know they need a guard. You know they need a guard.
Yeah.
But you have to be fine with the stretch plays because I think you're loaded with that in the draft. You know, the only player in the first round, in the first 5 picks, is Ivy. And, you know, the Pistons are looking for a point guard as well. So, you know, they give up that spot.
Yeah, a lot of teams are. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if they pick into that, then, you know, they have a good shot of getting him. If you wind up with Jabari Smith, well, it's another stretch player you have on your team, along with Obi and things like that. But, you know, these guys obviously make matters different. Like, think about it. You know, Boston against Golden State, they were a taller team. Unfortunately, they could not create enough points at the end. You get Jabari Smith, he can score. You know, you get Jaden, he can score. You know, and plus you have girth in the low post. So, you know, these are the type of things you can look at and see what it is. I hope the Knicks can pick into the top 5 and get Ivy. If not, got that Christian guy I talked about sitting back in the back end. Pick him up, 6'8", 2 and change, point guard. Matchup nightmare. Pick him up.
He can run an offense. He knows how to run an offense.
He has good IQ. He has good basketball IQ. I can tell you that much.
All right. We'll wrap this up in a minute. We went almost 15 minutes over here, man. Gotta keep it under 8 minutes. But all right. If you like the video, let us know what you actually think about the 4 players and the one that Barrick actually mentioned. Definitely get into the comment section there. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, certainly share this video. When you share, the universe certainly shares it back.
That's right. Peace.